Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Greetings and salutations. You are tuning into the Kevin Jackson Show, and I am subbing in for the great Kevin Jackson. My name is Brett Siegel, the Disgruntled Millennial, broadcasting to you live from my safe space down here in northern Florida, where I'm always free from your bigotry, racism, hatred, microaggressions, homophobia, sexism, and patriarchy. And I have come across a little clip of audio that I would love to play for you. Because Donald Trump is a Nazi. And we need to root out all of the Nazis from government. We need to root out anyone who has Nazi-esque politics, who even remotely resembles Nazism. Now, why is Donald Trump called a Nazi all the time? Well, he wants to build a border wall. He wants to control illegal immigration. Yes, that's right. That is one of the reasons why leftists say that Donald Trump is a Nazi. That is one of the reasons why the left says that all conservatives are Nazis. We voted for a Nazi. It's white supremacy, right? Because when we say we want to control illegal immigration, what we really mean is that we just want a country with only white people. Only white people in this country. That's what we really mean. We really mean no brown people anywhere. I mean, it's totally and absolutely absurd, but that's what they say. That is what they say. That is what the left says. They say that because we want a smaller government, we want protected borders, that we are Nazis. So let's hear what Bill Clinton had to say about this when he was president, because clearly Bill Clinton was a Democrat. He was a liberal progressive. Clearly, he couldn't even be a Nazi, right? He couldn't have any beliefs that slightly resemble Donald Trump's beliefs. And most of America's beliefs, that without borders, we're not a country.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace, as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws.
Wow, that Bill Clinton sounded like a Nazi back when he was president, huh? A white supremacist. But thankfully, the news media is so honest and so unbiased that they reported on this as they are reporting on Donald Trump. They came out and said that Bill Clinton was a Nazi. Let's hear a little compilation of news broadcasters from back in the 90s treating Bill Clinton as fairly as they are treating Donald Trump today. Yep, that's right. Not one word about white supremacy. Not one word about racism. Not one word about la raza. Not one word about Nazism. About Jew hatred. About Black Lives Matter. You see, this is why it's so hard for me to ascribe good intentions to these people, because they are brazen hypocrites and liars. They think we are not paying attention. They think we are not going to remember. They think we are not going to remember that Bill Clinton himself, and I appreciate that he wanted closed up borders. That was one of the things that he campaigned on. Now, if leftists want to have a conversation about immigration, the value of immigration, what we ought to do about it, and the value of inviting people into this country, whether documented or undocumented, we can have that. But no, they just want to sling the Nazi epithet at you. They want to sling the racist epithet at you, expecting that you are so stupid, that you are so dumb, that you are so brain dead, that you aren't going to remember that just a few years ago, they were saying the exact same thing as Donald Trump, and nobody cared. Nobody cared. There used to be things that Democrats and Republicans could actually agree on, you know. Now it's just identity politics on steroids. Identity politics on steroids. Half of America is deplorable. Half of America is racist. Half of America is Nazis, even though there isn't one manifestation of any of that stuff, politically speaking. Institutionally speaking. Institutionally speaking, this place is the least racist, the least fascistic country in the world. I mean, Charles Barkley gets it. So that clip from Bill Clinton, it must have, it was back in the 90s, okay? Things were a little bit different then, right? Things were a little bit different back in the 90s. Maybe the Democrats came to. Maybe the Democrats just, decided one day that, that their old ways were bad, that their Nazi fascistic ways of trying to protect the borders were bad, and they came to light in the new millennium, and Barack Obama turned that around. He reversed Bill Clinton's Nazi-esque, racist immigration attitude, right?
Even as we are a nation of immigrants, we're also a nation of laws. Undocumented workers broke our immigration laws, and I believe that they must be held accountable, especially those who may be dangerous. When I took office, I committed to fixing this broken immigration system, and I began by doing what I could to secure our borders. But today, our immigration system is broken, and everybody knows it. There are actions I have the legal authority to take as president. Tonight, I'm announcing those actions. We'll build on our progress at the border with additional resources for our law enforcement personnel so that they can stem the flow of illegal crossings and speed the return of those who do cross over. If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. We expect people who live in this country to play by the rules. We expect that those who cut the line will not be unfairly rewarded. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half century. And to those members of Congress who question my authority to make our immigration system work better, question my authority, or question the wisdom of me acting where Congress has failed, I have one answer. Pass a bill.
There you go. The bigot, racist, Mexican-hating, Nazi, Barack Hussein Obama. Of course, he abandoned that. I mean, who knows? To me, he might have been just saying that stuff to kind of give a little bit of red meat to the center, but we know what he really thinks. We know what Bill Clinton really thinks. They want open borders. They want George Soros-type globalism, progressivism, communism, basically. And how did the mainstream media react to Barack Obama's brazen hatred towards immigrants?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful four-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville. Can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.